This is myAbilia. myAbilia is your cloud account to remote support users of the Handy Calendar and MEMOplanner. Here you are able to view the user's calendar. So if you are logged on as their support person, you'll be able to see what they've checked off and what they haven't, and exactly what they're doing for the day. Here you can see that this activity hasn't been checked off because it's greyed out, and this one has been checked off, it's green. You can also see what's left to do for the day and have a clear overview of the user's day. You can also set up new activities for the user, and these can be a complete new activity or from your basic activities. Your basic activities, you can save in the basic activities folder, and these can be set up as activities that will be reoccurring. This saves you having to set them up each time that you're going to use them. The same with the basic timers. You can set up new timers. The same with checklists. You have checklists in here that Abilia has already created for you, and you can also set up a new checklist. This will be saved in your basic activities so that you will not need to reset up a checklist every time you want to use it. The same with notes as well. You have any notes that you are going to use more than once, you can save into your basic notes, and these will be available to pull into an activity without having to retype them all. So there's one in there already, but if you want to set up a new one, you can set it up in here. Your image archive. This is all the pictures that you have either downloaded or taken on the mobile device that's connected to the account, or some that Abilia have put in for you. So there's some here that I've downloaded from the internet to help with life skills. So you can put these into folders as well. So if you clicked on new, you can create a new folder, and the folder can be for workplace, or like these ones, clothing, bathroom, so that when you go into each of the images or each of the image folders, your images will be there in an orderly fashion. You can create voice notes down here. This will depend on the device that you're using. It's easier through a mobile phone or a tablet if you access myAbilia through those devices. So back to the calendar. You can click on any of the activities. You can delete the activity, copy the activity, or edit the activity. So if the activity has changed to a different time, or you need to add extra information, you can do that here. If you've forgotten to set it up as a basic activity, rather than type it all out again, you can copy and paste the activity, and it will take you through to set it up for another day or time. In here you have the day view. This is the timeline that the user will see on their device. You have the week view, and you also have the month view. So if we go back to the day view, here we go. Set up a new activity. Again, you've got your activities that you've set up yourself, so you can choose it straight from your activity list. Or to set up a new activity, you'll do that here. So you can name your activity, put a start time in, put an end time in if you wish to, select a date for your activity, and put this on Sunday. You can make your activity all day if you wanted to. Your categories are right and left, and this is how it will show on the user's device. So it may be categorized right and left, or it could be categorized day and school, or care home and joint activities, however it's been set up for the user. So you may see yours differently. You can make the whole activity checkable. This means that the user has to check it off so that you can see what's going on. And you can decide to remove the activity after or not, and this is personal choice for the user. Here you can select a picture, and you can select a picture from your library that we've just been into. So I'll choose a picture, or you can choose to upload one straight to your device. Here you can make the activity available just to show to the user or for yourself or for the user and the support person. So if the user is setting up a private activity, they can make it private in here. You can choose which alarms you put in, alarm and vibration, alarm only vibration. This will only work on a tablet device. Silent alarm gives you a full page notification. No alarm gives you nothing. You can choose to alarm only at the start. If you don't tick that, the alarm will go off at the beginning and the end of the activity. You can set reminders. You can also set speech at the start time and speech at the end time. And here you can record the speech, so the name of the activity or maybe a bit of extra information for the user. You can also decide how often you want this activity to recur. So it could be once, it could be weekly, monthly, or yearly. If you go into weekly, then you can also choose the days as well. So it could be a Monday and a Thursday, for instance. Here, there's no end date. If you were setting up for school term time, then you'd put an end date in here. Connected functions, this is where you will add your checklist or your note. If you click on checklist, you have the option to select one from your library that's already been set up by yourself, or to start entering a new checklist. And here you can add pictures. Again, it will take you straight through to your library to add a picture, and then you can name the activity. And you can start building up your checklist here. You also have the option to add a note. And here you can start typing your note straight into your activity or go back to your library and select one that's already been done. So if I click on create, you also have the option to have a look through the new activities, the new updates that have been created for myAbilia and for MEMOplanner. So if you click on what's new, in here you'll have messages from our support and development team for all of the new updates, and you can send feedback on those. You also have in your settings the profile. This is where you can add a picture of the user, change your passwords, check on the licenses and what date they're going to end. And also these are all of the activities that you're given within that your license type. Your calendar subscription, you can choose to share with another calendar. So you can activate the link and share that to an Outlook calendar or Gmail calendar, which will just show the headings of each activity. You won't be able to go into them. Here you can add support persons. So if you want to invite another support person, you type in their email address, click on invite, and they will get an automated email to set up an account so that they can access the user's account. Administrators, this is for more so for organisations that will be using an administrator to set up and take away people's licenses. So the myAbilia account gives you access to the user account, and this again can be accessed on any device that has a web browser. If you are a carer or family member that's looking after multiple calendars, there is also the option to set up a group account so you can access multiple calendars, and that's something that we can speak to you about.